One of the big changes from the comic to the first series was the idea that the parents weren't acting alone, that there was somebody kind of controlling them. And it was interesting to me because it felt like you were trying to make them sympathetic in a way, but at the same time they've murdered 16, I believe it is, children. So can you talk about, that decision and trying to make the parents a bigger part and sympathetic?
Sure. Well, in the original comic, the parents had made the deal with the Gibborim, who was a giant rock monster. So we sort of tried to translate that into something a little bit more organic, reality-based for our TV audience. But that pact of I'll help you if you help me stayed the same. And we definitely wanted to feel like the parents had made some slippery slope choices that were certainly questionable, but also that they did have the opportunity to make the argument that they were doing it for their kids.
That's really the trick of the show, which is where we could have just focused on the kids and let the adults be villains or antagonists. It gives you so much more story if you're conflicted along the way. If you, like the kids, are trying to figure out how could this have happened? What really happened? Are our parents really evil? If the first season was asked the question, which is every teenager thinks that their parents are evil, what if they were? This season really puts it now back on its heels, which is, okay, the kids are now going to take power. The kids are now going to try to bring them to justice. They may find out some things that are not quite as they seem.
Something you've added to the story for Gerd is the anxiety, which is obviously a really big issue for teens right now. I think I read somewhere that teenagers in high school have the same anxiety level as Vietnam War veterans. So why was that important to add to the story, since it's not something we see very often on television?
It felt like it was very organic to her character, and also an interesting thing to explore with a teenage girl who had a psychic connection to a dinosaur.
It was really more about the dinosaur having anxiety.
So it's following out of her, so we get it on both levels?
Exactly.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much.
Take care.